I've just ruined the review. Hey, how's it going, and welcome to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Today we've got a 10-year-old Hazelburn which comes from Springbank distillery. If you didn't know, it's a tripled distilled version of their distillate. They've got like 3 stills, the first still being their wash still, which is direct fired, which I believe Ralphie said it makes a beefier and more complex spirit. So we'll find out if it does make it beefier or more complex, but I reckon he's probably right. So this is bottled at 50.1% ABV. I'm going to add water to it. I've got my own little, I don't know, pipette and glass. I made this. And Patreons are getting these. Yeah, I've got my hat on, I've got my coin, I've got a cork on top of this. I feel like I've got all the gear but no idea. But anyway, we'll get down to this and see if it's a Whisky Win or a Whisky Bin. I'm trying to think if I've missed anything else. It's £65 it cost me at the time. It's now going for £400 to £600 on the auction, and it's obviously non-chill filtered and no added colouring. So we'll get right down to the nose. Probably should say as well, Rundlets and Kilderkins are smaller casks. They're typically 65 to 80 litres, which is supposed to give the spirit more contact with the wood, and I would say like almost like an octave, mature it a little bit quicker, which I can kind of get on board with. Because I remember when I used to play football and used to train and play with a team, used to do 5-a-sides or whatever, and that'd be more contact with the ball, giving you more opportunity to use skill and to do quick passing. So it's probably quite similar to that, and it's probably the same with like sports like basketball and stuff. So yeah, closer kind of vicinity and more contact. Anyway, we'll get down to the nose. Oh yeah. Creamy salted caramel fudge. Those bits of fudge that you get, like kind of little bits of sea salt on top of it, nothing too much, but just a couple bits of sea salt on there. There's papaya, there's peaches, there's pineapple, this kind of triple threat of pea named fruit. Yeah, there's a fresh wax smell as well. It's like peeling the cellophane or the plastic off an unscented candle. Obviously it just smells like plastic with the plastic around it, but once you peel that off you get this fresh wax smell. Some soft smoke and kind of saline elements, but very subtle. You need to, it takes time, it takes patience. I've written notes with this, I've spent a lot of time with it. As you can see, I'm halfway through. I only just opened this in March with the Tabes guys. We opened it at the lodge after the Fife Whisky Festival. So I gave them some samples and stuff, and obviously we've tore into it, but I've been relentless with this. I have been loving it. I've just ruined the review. But I've been loving it. There's a soil and mineral scent, and I'm sorry if you don't like this word, but it reminds me of digging up kind of moist, once you get to, I'm going to say it again, it's like digging up soil that's maybe dry to start with, and then as you get further down it becomes kind of moist. And over here in Scotland, or where I live in particular, the soil isn't that great. It's got kind of like gravel and kind of clay stuff in it, so it's like that. It's like digging up the soil and you hit that kind of that would you say substructure, or anyway you hit that layer of gravelly mud. Yeah, and a touch of some cereals as well. So yeah, like what you expect. Like Ralphie says, it's beefy, it's complex, it's got a lot going on, and it has got that little bit of dirtiness, that little bit of funk to it, just something a little bit unique that Springbank delivers. So we'll get down to the palate. God. It's just delightful. God, I could probably drink this for the rest of my life. It's that good. It's just fantastic. Tropical fruits galore. There's mango and papaya, like salad with a kind of Greek yogurt topped over it. I do this quite a lot. I get like a bunch of fruits, put them in a bowl, and put some yogurt over the top of it, whether it be a flavoured yogurt or an unflavoured yogurt, but there's definitely something like that. It's oily and viscous. There's some lychee there, a little bit of stewed pear as well. I'm going to go in for another taste. I might actually pour a little bit more because I feel like I'm a little bit low, so I'll go in for another taste. There's as you can see for the cork, the old cork broke, so I've had to put my cork in it. There's like hints of mineral. I'm only on my second sip. There's hints of mineral elements that were evident in the nose. They're coming through in the palate. There's that kind of, I get this evoking memory when I drink Springbank of, I don't know when I've ever been to a place like this, but it always comes to mind, or even like an imaginative kind of concept of being at a farm by the coast. So it's those agricultural scents, aromas, kind of taste, and the coastal element as well, the saltiness of it. It is fantastic, and it's Springbank. It's great. I'm not usually one that goes to Hazelburn, but I've been finding myself getting into it more recently. I've kind of avoided it for some reason, seeing it as the middle brother, or the middle brother of the three, the one that's a little bit of a problem child. So I've kind of avoided it a little bit. But like I said, I'll add water to this now with my new pipette, and we'll see how that opens up at all. I have added water before, so I've got a faint idea of what I'm going to experience. I don't know how much I need. I don't think I need too much. It is 50.1%. It'd be brilliant if I had a kind of, I don't know what you call them. Is it a hydrometer or a? Anyway, those things that test for alcohol percentage. If you could actually put it down to 46% and be a little bit geeky. Right, so the palate with water. There's cucumber water, or yeah, like a glass. If you've been at a fancy kind of, I only get this at fancy places. If you get like a jug of water with cucumber in it, and you've poured yourself some cucumber water. There's definitely cucumber water there. There's kind of heather and floral elements. It's opened I think the 50.1% maybe masked the triple distillation a little bit. I don't know if that would happen or if it does that. But I think cutting it down with the waters kind of softened it a lot more, and kind of how would I say, highlighted the triple distillation. So you're getting a lot of like floral, like heather, kind of almost lowland like. It is a little there's a little touch of kind of oak bitterness as well with the water, and some more kind of ionized. Is it ionized? Iodine, some iodine elements. Yeah, ionized is the wrong word, that's through radiation. Yeah, iodine elements. Jesus, it's just fantastic. It's got me tripping over my words. The finish. The finish is long. It's oily. Again, like oily and viscous. There's roasted nuts. Some kind of a little bit of a chili tingle, but quite subtle, like from a chili pepper. So nothing too hot, but just a little bit of a hint of spice. Some more oak. There's like a PVA glue taste, and yeah, I was one of the childs that tasted PVA glue when I was in school, primary school. So yeah, I know what it tastes like. There's like, yeah, it's a little gluey, but it's not off-putting. It's quite nice. It's not too synthetic. Some ash and a little bit of tobacco to finish. So we'll get down to the review of this, and we'll find out if it's a whiskey win or a whiskey bin. If you're new here, how I rate my whiskey is on 3 factors. Would I buy it again? Would I recommend it? And do I think it's worth it? So we'll start with, do I think it's worth it? It's £65, this is a bloody steal. I wish I could buy this for £65 again. I wish I could find this somewhere. I might scour the auctions and pay, I think I would pay upwards. I think I would pay about, I'm terrible, this is driving the market, but I would probably pay 100, 150. Is it worth that? Probably not, but now the sentiment, and when I finish this, if I do miss it that much, I would probably go as far as 150. I really do enjoy it that much. I will be keeping a sample of this for later in life, maybe a big hefty sample, so hopefully I won't have to spend another £150 on a 65 quid bottle of whiskey. So yeah, £65, 100% worth it. Would I buy it again? I've kind of covered that. I would buy it again. I just, if I could get it at £65, I'd be snapping up 3 of these, because I know the price. Or if I'd have known back then, there was only one in the shop. I got it from Louvain's, but had I known back then about this and how good this was, I would have tried to snatch up as many as I could, and I would have been greedy because it's just so tasty. And would I recommend it? Yeah. It's 3/3. It's definitely, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, I've probably just chipped my coin, a Whisky Win. It just encapsulates everything I love about Springbank, even though it's Hazelburn, and even though that's one I tend to stay away from. But it's naturally presented. This one being cask strength just offers it a little bit more. You can use the water to chip away at it. It develops over time. It's constantly, I feel, changing from the start of this to I've been getting new flavours, new scents, and this is why the review maybe seemed a little, how would I say, crowded, because there's just so much going on, and I didn't want to miss anything. So these notes have been compiled over a couple weeks now. But yeah, a fantastic whiskey, and like I said, what I love about Springbank, it's got a little bit of funk, not as funky as the other two, the Springbank and the Long Row, possibly without the addition of peat. I don't think Hazelburn's peated at all. There is obviously the little bits of smoke elements in there, but no, absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to miss this, and I don't know if I should drink any more. So thanks for watching. I've been Stuart, this has been Whisky Whims. I'll see you later.